I am using black fabric mesh. This is, I got 2 rolls going. Now I did do the green one yesterday and I only used 1 roll and I didn't have quite enough for the oval. So I am using 2 rolls. I will have lots of the black left over, but it's Halloween soon, so always can use black, extra black mesh, right? Hello, hello, everybody. So Lori does brilliant, whatever. I paid her to say that, no. Like I said, I'm using this black fabric mesh. It is RY831202. And what I'm doing is I'm doing that same method yesterday. Oh, thanks, Margaret. Did you tape it? I am doing the same method as yesterday. I really like how it turned out, even on the ring that I did yesterday as well. However, I found a little bit of an easier way to space out my side poofs, and that's what I just called them, because they're actual side poofs. They go out to the side, okay, and cover the board. It's pretty cool because it looks like when you zoom down, once I cut these off, it looks like a braid almost. Let's cut these off, and you can see it looks like a braid. It's pretty cool. Isn't that cool? It looks like it's braided. Anyways, I love the effect. So I'm going to do a quick live and show you, like I said, and show you guys what I'm doing with my peacock garland. Okay, so I started at the very bottom, because the bottom I am going to be putting a bow at the bottom of my thing. I put the 2 ends of each roll and I anchored them right at the bottom center hole. And then I made the poofs, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made the poofs. So I got 2 rolls of mesh going one way, one going the other. I got okay, we got 1 roll of mesh there, 1 roll of mesh there. Okay, and instead of picking up the measure buddy, you know, every second, as long as you do it the same all the way through, I'm just pulling my mesh out to just past every 3rd hole. So 1, 2, 3, just kind of pulling it past and then pushing it and then putting the zip tie around it. So it's a little bit easier like that, so you don't have to keep picking up the measuring tool. So pull it out. 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going a little past, it's almost 3.5, just going a little past the 3rd zip tie and push it forward. And where you were holding your mesh, right? When you're where you were holding your mesh is where you're going to zip tie around. So this makes making the base really, really easy. Thank you for sprinkling me. I am using this gorgeous peacock boa in this design. It's got dark black, like blacks and blues and greens and stuff. Lots of people bought this and still wondering how I would do it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing. 1, 2, 3. So you can see with this technique, it kind of just, the poofs go out the side way. And this is good, especially if you're using like garland, like I'm using. So it kind of creates almost a crevasse in the middle. Did you make one on the ring board? It's pretty easy, isn't it? Once you get going. It's not bad. I have to admit that the fabric mesh is a lot easier on your hands. So 1, 2, 3, pull it out. So as long as each poof is around the same size, they pretty much look the same, you can see. And then we'll open them up in a bit. But it makes a really, really nice base. And if you do it on the ring board like I did yesterday, you only need 1 roll of mesh. Just cut your roll of mesh in half. So roll it out. 1, 2, 3. So if you want to measure, you can, if you watched me yesterday, I will show you how I was measuring. I just used my Measure Buddy, and my Measure Buddy closed at 8 inches. Roll out your mesh, put your Measure Buddy right up, butt it right up against your zip tie, pull out your mesh, okay, to the end of your Measure Buddy, and that's 8 inches, and then push it forward. So as you can see, my poofs I'm doing on this one is a little bit smaller than the 8 inches. So there's the 8 inches, and this one's a little bit smaller. I am just counting out the 3 holes and going just a little past it. And then push it forward. You used your first board? Awesome, Teresa. So we do have lots of the black fabric mesh in stock. However, I never checked to see if we had any more peacock garland in stock. But it's been in our store for over a month now. I think everybody was waiting to see what I would do with it. This is fabric mesh, Lori. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And I'm kind of guesstimating my poofs here. They don't need to be absolutely perfect. Okay, we're on the last one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this zip tie tail off. And I'm going to go around it with another zip tie so I can end the poof, the side poof. So this is not going to be a quick, a long live. Okay, so I'm going to pull it out. 1, 2, 3, pull it out to about there. Push it back and go around with the zip tie I just put in. And I will be putting a bow down there, so there we go. So I'm going to just cut the mesh off. I think because I use smaller poofs, I could have probably only used 1 roll of the green yesterday because I have more than a half here left. Oh, it is still available? Awesome. Okay, so I have more than half of each of them left. So I could do another one if I wanted. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. I'm just going to pull this. I'm just going to use my needle nose pliers because my shoulder's still giving me problems. So I don't know if I pulled these tight enough, but it seems like I did. Okay, let's cut these off. It does make a very cool base. Hello, hello everybody. All right, I'll open up some of these poofs. I'm not opening them up fully, just kind of half open. They're all still going to go to the side, but I just make them a little bit fuller. I hope my shoulder's getting better too. I don't think it is. I think I might have really did something. Hello, hello everybody. So we're making a peacock inspired wreath, but is it going to be a peacock inspired wreath or is it going to be something else? Okay. So we got them semi-fluffed open. Open more so I don't see the board. This one's all twisted. All right. Good enough. All right, so we got our base. I'm not going to worry too much about this down here, because the bow is going there, right in the center there, and so is the boa. So you won't see a lot of, I know you can see right now some of the board, but you won't once I put my stuff on. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over, and we're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and do some zip ties in. So we're going to be ending here. So I'm going to put a zip tie right over top of the center one here. And then I'm going to do every 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Every 4th I'm going to put a zip tie in. Right over top of the zip tie that's already there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just counting, like I said, every 4th and putting a zip tie. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, I'm on a live. Mitchell. Okay, so I am going to take this garland. This is the bottom. Again, I'm going to take this gorgeous garland. And I'm going to be zip tying it very carefully to this board. But I'm going to have to cut it because I want, if you go all the way around with it, some of the feathers will go downwards and some are going to go up. So I want mine all to go up. So I think it's right here where I measured. Yep. So I'm going to cut. If you bring the feathers, just part them just a little bit, you can see that there's a rope. Okay, there's a rope there. I'm going to cut right on the rope. I'm going to add a little dab of glue to the end, just so it doesn't fray on me. Okay. And I'm going to start right at the bottom, right here, and go around with the zip tie. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to kind of part the way here. And then carefully expose the rope right over top of the zip tie there, because we want to see the feathers, but we don't want to see the rope. Probably should have used black zip ties, but some spaces have lots of feathers and some not as much. All right, there we go. So I'm kind of going through feathers here. And you don't have to zip it right down to the board, just enough to that it attaches, okay? Cut this off. There we go. Again, right here where the other zip tie is. Actually, I think I did this one too tight. I'm gonna undo it. I don't want it pulled down onto the board. I just want it attached. That was too tight. It's nice to know the feathers go back in place when you push them away. Okay, so I'm just going to do it up until it pretty much just zips. There we go. Okay, that's better. Ooh, this is going to be so freaking cool. Some of these we'll have to glue them back in. Okay, got this one around just till I hear the zip. There we go. And you can't see the zip ties. And then this end actually has a little eye hook for like hanging it. I'm just going to go through that. Okay. Duchess, you scared the bejesus out of me. Stop. All right, there's one side. Dodge. Should have made it a little bit longer, but we'll take care of that. All right, now we're going to do the other side. So it is going upwards as well. Almost looks like a crown, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to cut this zip tie, and again, I'm going to go over with another zip tie again. I had this boa on our website. Just type in peacock or just type in boa or garland. They'll all come up. And it is MJ0293 if you want to grab one. Now I'm using it a little bit different than you would think I would use it, because that's just how I am. So this one, this end hasn't the eye hook thing again, so that's the easy part. Okay. Oh, we forgot to put my zip ties in. Did I? Oh no, I did. No, I didn't. So again, just kind of going in the crevasse of the crevasse. I never thought I would use the word crevasse in a wreath project. But anyways, it's just kind of sitting in the crevasse of our side poofs that we made. Some of these are falling off. I'm going to have to glue them, hot glue them. I don't think this garland was made to do this, but so again, I'm just separating as daintily as I can. I wish I brought my longer zip ties home, but just till you hear the zip, and then cut it off. Because these are only 6.5 inch or 6.3 inch zip ties, so they're not very big. So these are, I'm just doing every, like I said, every 4th, 5th, 3rd, whatever, just to hold the garland on so we don't have to glue anything. And I can still move it around. It looks so cool on the black. Does that not look cool on the black mesh? The black fabric mesh. See, normally people would just tend to probably use like a peacock or a blue mesh. I'm not normal. I think the black really brings it out. So just, if you're doing a project, just be careful because these are just literally glued on a rope. Okay. And I'm going to cut it off right. So I do have a little bit left still. I could incorporate it into my bow. Separate it. Okay. There we go. That looks so cool. Right? Look at that. Now, the feathers, once you get it on there, you can splay them apart to the left and right. So it kind of looks like it's hanging over the mesh. This, I'm going to just put a little dab of hot glue because I just want it to sit kind of in the middle here. I don't want to zip it right down. So I'm just going to grab the piece of rope there. Put a little bit of glue onto the mesh and then just hold it down. Alrighty, let's splay these feathers. Look how pretty. This is very elegant. Very elegant. Alrighty, now let's play. So we got our base done. I'm not going to do much more to the base. However, I am going to hot glue. Some of these little bit of feathers came off. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. And just hot glue it onto the rope. Hold it down. You paid a lot of money for these feathers, so you want to use them. But they should, once you've stopped touching the garland, it should be fine. Nice. Oh, look at this big black one. It was a boa. It was a boa. It's a peacock boa that I had in the store. Okay, let that dry. That's the only feathers. That's not bad. I think 4 feathers fell off. Not too bad. Okay, now I got, oh, I have another one I have to glue on. So I got just 1.5 inch black ribbon because I want to keep, again, I'm keeping this simple, but it's going to, I think it's going to turn out absolutely fab. So this is, it's a 50-yard roll. So this is perfect. It is like a normal, everyday ribbon you would use, especially the black. So you get it at a good price. So this is 50 yards, and I'm just making a black bow. Told you it was going to be quite simple. So I'm going to do my tails about 13 inches. And it's the same on both sides, so you don't have to do that half twist, okay? So I think I'm going to do six inch. So I'm going to do 3 at 6 inches on each side. Thanks, Tina. Yeah, we got white and most of the staple colors I got for in 50 yards. All the rest of the colors, you know, they're still on the ocean probably. I got an email from our wholesaler today, and part of China is in lockdown again. Just an FYI, everybody. Okay, so 3 at 6 inches. Then I'm going to do 2 at 5 inches. Keep wanting to twist it. Okay. Okay. So, and this is the recipe that Michelle from Monkey's Creations uses, the 3-2-1, 6-5-4, 3-2-1. So now 4-inch loop, just 1 on each side. This is a good ribbon. Yeah, this is the new bow maker, the deluxe. The deluxe one. Tina Kelly, are you excited about Wreath Wars? Yes, stockpile. All right, I'm just cutting because I do my bows weird. I like to have my tails both the same, so I do them at the bottom. All right. I normally wouldn't use like a clear zip tie on my black bow, but I'm going to because I'm adding something to my bow. So I'm putting my zip tie over. Now I have this design in my head, so it may not turn out. Yeah, Wreath Wars should be a lot of fun. Tanya has never made a wreath. So, Tina's made a few wreaths. Tina does wreathing, but Tanya, not at all. She is not a crafter. So she is such a good sport for doing this. All right, so I'm going to cut this little piece off. And there we go, we got our bow. Now, like I said, I'm putting something in the center of my bow. All right, so that's good enough for now. And now what I got is, oh, he lost a bone. This groovy little headhunter guy. Not headhunt, yeah, what are they called? Yeah, or witch doctor. I'm going to make a cool Halloween wreath with that. And then after Halloween, all I have to do is take off my Halloween bow with the witch doctor and make another bow and just put a normal black bow onto the wreath, and you then got a whole new everyday wreath. So he is going to go on right here, but I think I might add Skyer. Might add some of the peacock feathers to the back of him just to blend in. Any more fall off? There's a little one. Ooh, here's a nice green one. Green one. Blue one. Another green. Okay. So I'm just going to glue some of these on the back of this. Oh, pretty cool. Here, and I need one more that's kind of similar. This one. See, I told you guys, you guys would have never have guessed what I was going to do with, with this peacock boa, would ya? Like I said, I can take the Halloween bow off afterwards and add a really pretty peacock bow or something. Okay, so this witch doctor guy is going to be glued right here. Isn't that cool? Gotta love Halloween sometimes, right? You get to do whatever you want. Ooh. Look how cool that is. Isn't that awesome? I don't even know where I got this guy. I think it was one of the, we sold attachment things, and I think it was one that fell off or something. It was in the bottom of my Halloween bin thing. Okay, so let's add him onto our wreath and see what it looks like. Cool. Actually, I'll let my stuff dry, glue dry. Open up loops here. And you guys all thought I was doing a peacock wreath, didn't you? Now, it's very elegant with just the black and the peacock feather boa. You got $5 ribbon. Oh, yeah. Dave still doesn't know how much I spent on that ribbon. Okay, so let's put our bow on. And let's see how cool it looks. Oh, this one popped up. I wish I had lights. My stupid lights are not coming in till September. This would be so wicked cool with lights on. I gotta hold this so doesn't pop down. This would have been really cool with lights on it. So just remember when you're working with the bow, I make sure, you know, I wanted my both sides to be flowing the same way, right? So when I put it up, you guys can see that the boa feathers, besides the glue strings, the feathers move forward. So it's a very dimensional wreath. Can you guys see that? You'll probably be able to see it better. I know, it looks cool already, right? Okay, and then I'm just gonna put my bow on right between where I put the ends of the boa. And it's gonna nest in between right here. Oh, that is so cool. Hold on. Don't want the bow too tight. How super cool is this? Feathers here. Make sure all my feathers are, like I said, you pay for these feathers, we want to see them. Right? Isn't that cool? And people are going to be like, how the heck did she make that? Right? Make sure his skulls are showing on his ponytails. That was fun. Now, obviously, once Halloween's over, it's a beautiful, beautiful wreath that you could hang in your house. I would just put a simple black bow on it. I love it. I love it. Easy peasy. Oh my God, it's so cool. I love it. I love all the dimensions. I hope you guys can actually see. Can you see the green and the black? That's what makes it Halloween-y. Halloween-y. But you can really see it against the black fabric mesh. Pull some of these out. All right. So now, like I said, you can definitely put another bow on it to make it more elegant. But when I seen it, I totally thought Halloween, because it's super cool. Of course you wouldn't know what it would think of it. This is my brain, how it works. It's weird. My brain is very weird. I see something absolutely beautiful like this peacock boa and yeah, I make this. Barbara, I'm making a list of all the people that do lives and YouTubes, because a lot of people have been using the new board and doing lives and coming up with some fabulous creations. So in Unique Wreath Creators, I have asked for a list of everybody that does lives, and I'm going to post it so you guys, because guys, I only have so much time myself with running a business and everything. It doesn't give me a lot of time to create anymore like I used to. So and you know, there's a lot of other people out there that have just as fabulous ideas as I do, even better. So you know, like I said, there is quite a few people that actually did the new board already. I will do more. I'm waiting for other people to use them before, because I already have a list of all the stuff I want to create on the new board. But I want to give other people an opportunity to show their stuff, show their talent without, you know, kind of copying me. Does that make sense? Oh, feather. Stop touching it, Laura, and the feathers will stop coming up. This is a cool one. Ooh, this one needs to be behind right here. Put him in the middle right there. Super cool. I love it. I can't wait to take a picture because I don't think you guys can see it as well. But it did turn out super cool. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got for you right now. I think it's pretty cool. Probably not what everybody else would do, but nobody likes the same. We like to be different, right? We're Creekers. Bye, everybody.